Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nina Takpere, the Vice President Sales at Gupshup. I'm really excited to be here at India Fashion Forum today. I can see a lot of people gathered together here. Sorry, I'm being there in the mid of your lunchtime and this particular session, but I'll try and make it far more insightful, not to make you wait longer. Thanks for this opportunity by the organizers to help me talk about. Yeah. Okay. There's some technical error. Sure. While that gets fixed, let me introduce my organization also, for that matter. There's some small technical issue out here. So, yeah, in fact, there are subsequent slides which are not available here, so they're just pushing it out. Yeah, certainly, obviously. I would love to. I haven't had food yet, right? So, but certainly I'll entertain you guys towards evening. Yeah? Yeah, I heard, but I'm not a good joke speaker as such. Can't really quote one. You want to take the mic? Sure. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to speak about the future of customer engagement in fashion industry. It's been an interesting industry to be in, but at the same time, there have been multiple events which have happened in recent past, right? Obviously, we have been talking about COVID-19 pandemic, which has impacted a lot to the industry. There's one positive event which has happened in terms of the overall smartphone adoption in recent past. In last 5 years, there has been significant growth in terms of overall smartphone adoption by end consumers within the country that we operate in. The third larger impactful event which has happened over a period of time has been the UPI growth, right? So the transactional growth within UPI has been stupendous. Currently, UPI is witnessing almost like 2 billion plus transactions a month kind of volume. So all of this has led to a significant growth in terms of digitization of overall experience, not only between the consumers and the brand, but brand themselves have started to adopt a different outlook altogether. Fashion industry hasn't been the laggards in this case, right? Fashion industry has been all the more way forward, has been adopting to newer technology, newer ways of serving the consumers, newer ways of sending the right kind of communication to the users, newer ways of engaging with the users all the time for various purposes. While things are shaping up out here, let me talk about a little more on Gupshup for the ones who are not aware of what Gupshup is all about. We are the leading CPaaS and conversational messaging platform. As of today, we send more than 8 billion messages a month across multiple channels. 1/3 of it has been there on IP messaging channels like WhatsApp, RCS, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, and Line and Viber, and so on and so forth. Having these level of messaging volume out here, what we typically extend to the brands and enterprises is a single omni-channel API through which the entire communication for the end user is being sent out, leveraging the platform APIs that we provided to them. This has really helped us in terms of working very closely with a lot of large enterprises in retail, e-commerce, BFSI, and all the more digital native companies across India. At the same time, in emerging markets that we operate in. There has been significant amount of experience and learning that we have gained from these set of companies while we have started to address and solve their consumer problems in terms of the core communication which is required to be done for their end users. Here, while I'm talking about the current happening in terms of fashion industry in the perspective of customer engagement, some of the customer journeys that we have been experiencing with our enterprises, I would want to quote about it and show you and display those customer journeys out here and the use cases which could be far more useful for the kind of brand which are engaged currently here in this particular India Fashion Forum, or who are wanting to and aspiring to reach out to users on ongoing basis for various purposes per se. The kind of solutioning that we have been providing and being in the forefront of helping the industry, fashion industry, create larger and far more engagement with the end users on ongoing basis, and how we are able to address the changing landscape in fashion industry pertaining to the customer engagement tools which have been deployed by various fashion brands across board. As I said, those three events which have given sizable and significant impetus to the growth of digital and digitization of brands as well as consumer experiences. Here, the impact of the digital growth has been positive, and that's the reason the brands not only are able to, okay, I guess the pitch deck which has been here, which was supposed to be presented to you guys, is missing currently, but certainly I'll talk about some of the important element and try and build that particular insightful story here. In absence of that, it will be certainly difficult, but yeah, I'll make my best in terms of taking you through some of these experiences that we have been having with the large enterprises that we are working with. So with the set of digitalization which I was talking about, there are consumers which are now expecting to directly interact with the brands without any kind of encumbrances in between. There is a larger expectation from end users in terms of expecting instant gratification all through, right? So whether it is going to be a purchase journey or it is going to be customer support journey which the consumer is expecting, they would want to reach out to the brand directly and then in there itself. So there is larger expectation which has been set by consumers from the brand's perspective to make them available at any one point in time, right? So I guess we will, yeah. Can I get the remote, please? Sorry on losing out on this time in terms of overall technical work. But let me quickly move on to how the things are changing dynamically and what fashion industry is facing as positive outlook as well as some of the negative impacts which are happening, creating a lot of stress and pressure around the brands to service the customer in positive manner. D2C customers are expecting to touch base with the customer, with the brands directly. Almost like 89% of the customers are expecting to reach out to the brand directly and engage with them. 67% customers feel more confident if at all they see the brand is available and giving them personalized experience. And almost like 70% customers are talking about spending more with the brands if at all the brand is giving them personalized experience. We witness one of our other speaker talking about how the personalized communication is being led via their platform per se. Out here, Gupshup enables this particular personalized communication across multiple channels of communication for the brand to do it. So what has happened with this set of expectation and this set of customer dynamics in recent past, brands are also seeing there is a massive amount of benefit which is there in terms of directly engaging with the customers. Some of the brands are seeing that there is like 63% increased ROI if at all they are engaging with the customers directly, instead of spending that particular money on digital campaigns. Some of the companies, like 84% companies feel that they are seeing improved customer experience if at all they are engaged with users directly, which is directly impacting their revenues positively. But all this said, from demand and supply side of it, whether consumers are expecting instant gratification or brands are aspiring to be there with the consumers all the time, here there is a communication which is broken between brands and consumers, right? The website is far more complex and it's an age-old experience for the users. The mobile apps which have been done are difficult to navigate because there is abundant of options available in terms of product offering. At the same time, there is a featureful app which is making their life little cumbersome. There are too many communication channels which have been used by the brands, and most of these communication which are happening are far more direct and far more one-way. At the same time, the brands organizations are, there are multiple departments are engaging with the customer via multiple communication channels very differently. Gaining personalized experience or giving personalized experience in terms of communication has become a massive challenge for the brands. How does brand overcomes this, right? At Gupshup, we strongly recommend there's a conversational phenomena which is happening. The conversational experiences on the preferred messaging app could help the brand engage with the customers in far more efficient and productive manner. The brand can be there where the customers are on their favorite messaging channels. They can converse with the consumers in the language the consumer prefers, in the manner the consumer prefers, like their friends and family they talk to. Here, the fashion brands can engage with millions of customers in a personalized way, leveraging upon the conversational messaging channels like WhatsApp, Instagram, you talk about Telegram for that matter, or Facebook Messenger for that matter. Here the customers, the brands can acquire new customers seamlessly by engaging with them on an ongoing basis. They can nudge the brand, they can nudge the consumers with new product offerings, or it could be a loyalty program, or there could be a significant sale offer which is ongoing, which they can nudge with. And obviously they can be available with the consumer 24/7, supporting their queries, complaints, and importantly seeking feedback and reviews and ratings. Now, with conversational messaging, the entire fashion experience can be seamless and can be made very, very easy across board. It's not only we are talking about purchase, pre-purchase, or post-purchase journey, but all the activities which are pertaining to the brand engaging with the customer across marketing journey in terms of lead gen, or it could be assisted selling, or it could be a customer support query which is being engaged with, or it could be upsell or cross-sell opportunities. Let me take you through some of the use cases that we have been working with some of the leading brands across country in fashion as a segment. Some of the use cases which are like offline retailers, they always have been wanting to have larger traffic and traction within their own store. So sending consumers or getting consumers as a walk-in has been far more important for them. What you are seeing out here is a Gupshup IP messaging channel which has been put up here. This is a proprietary channel that we have, where a very simple bot flow which could help the consumer to locate the store and walk into that particular store, look at the store's product offering also on a mobile device in itself, even before reaching out to that particular store. The customer support use case, while conversational messaging, everyone talks about customer support being the primary use case out here, which could be done in a seamless manner across board on multiple communication channels. So to say, it could be WhatsApp, where the customer would be able to reach out to the brand and talk about the complaint which he has pertaining to the recent product which he has purchased or the order which she hasn't received. There could be classic use cases like cart abandonment for an e-commerce player, where there are products which the consumer puts in the cart and then doesn't come back to to that particular destination. There, the brand can reach out to the customer on a communication channel, which could be conversational in nature, talking about the product which has been abandoned by the consumer in the cart, and nudge the consumer with any kind of offer or upsell opportunity which is there, and seamlessly get the consumer to transact for this particular abandoned cart and convert that customer into a sale, right? And the payment mechanism could be led out here in a simplistic manner with a link to the UPI app, which is there as a default on customer's device. Obviously, delays in delivery has been a very routine phenomena out here. Rescheduling the shipment could be a conversational flow which could be done on a channel like Instagram or a channel like WhatsApp, which could be facilitated for the customer to reschedule the delivery and get it at home. Yeah, order notifications and seller notifications are very key to the success in terms of retaining the user and engaging with the user on constant basis. Let me skip some of this and take you through the end-to-end WhatsApp commerce journey, what we have built out for some of the leading brands. One of the brand which has been showcased out here is Meluka Honey. It's an Australian organic honey brand, which is one of the largest honey brand out there in the country. What it does for Meluka Honey is enables it to reach out to the consumer with a welcome message on WhatsApp as a channel for all the opt-in users of Meluka Honey. They can showcase the entire of the product catalog in a rich media manner on WhatsApp in itself. Every product has got its own dedicated, detailed out page, which the consumer can choose the product and add to the cart. And the consumer can add multiple products out here within the cart and straight away get onto the checkout page by making the payment within WhatsApp as a flow in itself. So this is a very powerful end-to-end commerce journey which can be built out for any of the fashion retail brands out here, which we will be able to make it through the single API, omni-channel API that we will be able to extend it across. Gupshup is here to enable the future of B2C e-commerce and conversation, one-on-one with everyone, guys. We are here at C12 booth. In case if you would want to reach out to us, you can converse with us. We'll be able to help you out with some of the key consumer journeys with our single API. Thank you so much.